Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So right now I want to give some powerful tips to those that are support and resistance traders rather. So a lot of persons actually do not like using support and resistance, and they even talk down on the strategy because they believe it has a low win rate. But the truth of the matter is support and resistance is actually classic. It's classic in the sense that it has always been there, and one way or the other you might be incorporating it without even knowing. So if you want to actually boost your win rate when it comes to support and resistance, for those that actually use support and resistance as their strategy, number one, the first tip I want to give you is that you have to use it on high time frame. Let's say from H4 above, that's where you should draw your support and resistance, because it has been proven that the higher time frame support and resistance level tend to be stronger compared to you trying to use support and resistance strategy in let's say 5 minutes time frame. That's a lower time frame which is exposed to a lot of noise. So you want to use support and resistance on a higher time frame, let's say H4 daily. You can, let's say minimum H1, you shouldn't go below H1. So don't draw your key levels below H1. You can enter below H1. Your entry models can be below H1, maybe 15 minutes and so on, but the actual levels should be H4, H1. So don't go below that. That's the first tip, higher time frame levels. The second tip I want to give you is the support or resistance level should actually lead to a break of structure. If it leads to a break of structure, that further validates how powerful that particular level is. So it should lead to a break of structure. That's the second tip I want to give you. Now the third tip, though I'll give you examples, I'm just giving you like the major tips that can actually help you. The third tip I'll be giving you is that do not use a level that has paid you already. There's something called liquidity sweep, which is the reason why people look down on support and resistance. So a level that has paid you, don't think if we keep paying you and you say, oh, that level is very strong. Once it has paid you, probably it has formed a double top by paying you. It forms a double top or a double bottom. Then you want to enter again. That might be a liquidity sweep. So whatever stop loss you're setting below that is going to be swept off. The market will still come back and move in your direction, and that's very painful. All right. Excuse me. So I have a few examples for you on the H4 time frame. As you can see right here, look at this. I've already pointed it out with an arrow. Look at this. You can see that level right there. It led to a break of structure. What structure did it break? Look at this structure. This eye right here was broken aggressively. So this level where price rejected from is a very solid support, of which you're gonna wait for price to come back there and take your trade. When you want to take the trade, you can go down to lower time frames if you want, and you can see how perfectly it was respected because you drew this level on H4. So you can see how powerful the system is if only you understand these tips that I've given you. You can see price moved in the upward direction. Also at the top, we had is a resistance at the top, though it didn't really push aggressively, but gradually it broke this structure right here. So it led to a break of structure, though not aggressive. So it's not really an A+ setup, but it's also good if you want to take a trade off of that. But if I'm going to take a trade off of this level, since it did not push down aggressively to break this structure, but it moved gradually, I'm going to reduce my lot size. So I'll expose myself to less risk because this is not an A+ setup. This is a better setup because it broke the level aggressively, showing that there is some serious buying pressure, just at that level. So you have that. Price came back again to test the resistance level. This is where you would have entered, and what did we have happen? Price gave us sell opportunity off of that level. So let me see if I have further examples. Look at this. This is not a level you should trade off of. Why? Because it's not a fresh level. That level is a level that we tapped into. So it's an extension of this. Let me see. It's an extension of this. So taking this trade is a little bit risky because that level has already paid us here. It has already paid us here. So trying to take the trade here is risky. Though it's played out, but not for long. It came back at some points to go below the level. So if your stop loss was placed below that, it would have been taken out. Okay, so you have that. At the top here, we had a resistance level that is fresh right here. This is a resistance level that is actually fresh, and it led to a break of structure. Let me show you the break of structure. So you need to understand what break of structure really means. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so look at this. This is like a swing low. Okay, price moved up, came down a bit, then moved up again. Then later that swing low was broken by this downward movement. You can see the swing low was broken by the downward movements. We expect price to come back to that level and give us a sell trade, and that's exactly what happened. Price came back to that level and give us a beautiful sell trade to the downwards direction. Okay, so let me show you where it failed, so you don't think I'm cherry picking and only showing you the perfect ones. Okay, so look at this. Price moved up here. Let me balance this level. Someone could have taken this level. Okay, someone could have taken this level as a resistance, as a support. Okay, someone would have taken this as a support, and the problem with that is most definitely price moved up to break this level. Okay, it moved up to break the level, though not as aggressively as we would have wanted. What I would have preferred to see is, look at this level right here. I would have preferred a situation whereby price broke this level in this manner. Okay, not bending as if it's going towards the right like that. I would have preferred it to break it aggressively in a vertical manner. Even if it's going to bend, it should just bend a little. Okay, so someone could have taken this as a support level, but look at what happened. Price broke through that level. So anytime you have a situation like this, it is also an opportunity. Yes, your stop loss would have gotten it, but it is also an opportunity to do what? To actually enter in the opposite direction. So if a support is broken aggressively, as you can see right here, automatically that support becomes resistance. So you can just place a sell trade pending order right there, use a reasonable stop loss, and enter once price gets back there. As you can see, that gave us a beautiful sell trade. Okay, so if you got any value, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.